Welcome back to Real Estate in the Low Country. Cedric Gray from Magnolia Capital Real Estate is here. And we're going to switch gears a little bit this week with you. You have a special kind of a background, as you mentioned before when you were here with the Marines.
Yes.
So you have a military background, so you have a knowledge of, obviously, those families.
Correct.
So we're going to talk today about if somebody gets a permanent change of station.
Okay.
And is that like a little bit of a misnomer? Because I mean, it's permanent for a while, but then they might get another permanent change of station, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It's not really permanent. It's temporary, but as far as the military is concerned, it's permanent because when you rotate from duty station to duty station, you're going to be there for a minimum of 3 years.
Okay.
If you're in CONUS or if you're OCONUS, you're going to be over for 2 to 3 years. So the difference is whether you're here stateside or overseas.
Okay. Well, so somebody who gets one stateside, you're going to be, or in the Low Country specifically,
Correct.
You're here to help them with that. And what does that mean, though? What does the process look like for somebody who's going through a permanent change of station?
So basically, what that means is they're going to pick up all their household goods, their family, pets, automobiles, and they're going to relocate to this area. So whether they're going to be at the air station in Beaufort, Parris Island, Naval Hospital, and there's also 3 or 4 bases down in Savannah as well. They're going to be relocating from another part of the country. They could be coming from San Diego, California, for example, from Texas. They could be coming from North Carolina. So they're just coming from a different location and moving to this local area.
And when does somebody, once they find out that they're going to be moved here, when do they start the process of looking?
Ideally, the best time to start this process is as soon as you get orders. If you get orders a year out, you want to start that process right then.
Okay.
Because it's important to start looking at where the school districts are, how is the commute to and from work. So you want to look at the different areas. You want to look at the density population in those areas. So you want to make sure that that's some place that you're going to actually want to spend some time.
Yeah, you're going to want to be there for 3 years at least.
Correct, exactly.
Right. And so why do you feel like it's important for somebody who is going through that transition to actually buy a home as opposed to renting a home?
I think that if you are renting in general, you're just kind of throwing away money. So normally if you rent a home, if you spend $1,500 a month, in 1 year, you're going to spend $18,000 a year. In 3 years, you're going to spend $54,000.
Right.
How much of that do you get back when you move out? So if you're lucky, you'll get your security
deposit. Maybe. Right.
So, well, when you're buying a piece of property, that's an appreciating asset. So normally, after several years, you will get a return on that investment.
Yeah.
So.
And is the process for them to get a loan different than for other people? I think you were going to maybe talk about a VA loan.
Yes.
What does that process look like?
So a VA loan is, first you have to check your eligibility. The first thing you want to do is get onto the benefit site for the VA and make sure that you're eligible for that loan. The requirement is that you be on active duty. If you're an active duty service member, you have to be on active duty for at least 24 months.
Okay.
And then if you're a veteran, you have to at least serve 24 months or been in combat and have an honorable discharge.
Okay. And are there certain fees associated with that kind of a loan?
Yes, you have a VA funding fee, which if you're using the VA for the first time, the fee is 2.15%. If you're going to use it for a second time, it's 3.3%, and that's of the value of the loan. So it's very important that people realize that because they might be buying a home with no money down for $200,000. Well, they're going to add that 2.15% to the actual loan.
Okay, so they're paying it off with the loan.
Correct.
They're not paying it, nothing's up front for them. Okay.
No.
So how does somebody get to you if they are in this situation and they want to come and see what we have to offer here in the Low Country before they get here?
Well, they can contact me. My number should be on the ticker below. I'm available by email, and I don't work banker's hours, so they can catch me in the mornings.
Most real estate agents don't. You can't get away with that.
Well, I actually have clients that are in Okinawa, Japan, as we speak.
Oh my goodness!
And I have 2 windows, which I can talk to them.
Sure.
That's first thing in the morning or late at night.
Right.
So that's my opportunity to speak to folks that are outside this area.
And are they relocating here?
They are.
Wow, that's exciting.
It is very.
Are they excited?
They're very excited. They're actually relocating back. They were here initially.
Oh, okay.
And they went over to Japan.
So they're coming back.
They're coming back.
Oh, excellent.
Are.
Well, thank you for being with us to share with us, because this is an area that's really important, but I don't think a lot of people know about it. So Thank you for giving us all the ins and outs, and make sure if you are having a permanent change of station, you give Cedric a call.